Alrighty, only got a little bit of driving left, but we made it here to the river. Gonna fish for a couple hours and then do some cooking over a campfire, hopefully. It's gonna be a good day, a lot less windy than last time we were here. But yeah, conditions are good. Let's see what we can do. Well, we made it down here. It is absolutely packed, but didn't really expect anything else for Easter Sunday. Let's get to fishing. Now I got my fly rod and I brought my spinning rod as well. I forgot a backpack, so packing as light as I can. Just have a fly box and just a water bottle, and that's about it. Knife. So hardly any wind and sunny and 75. So we'll be able to stay out a long time, and I won't be as affected by the hole in the waders as much as last time when it was colder. So, well, just working our way up. I see this spot looks pretty good. I'm gonna give it a few casts. Alrighty, nothing there. Let's keep moving up. See what we can find. There's one right here that I've had some good cast at, but I might have to move on because he's not showing any interest. I'm putting this dry fly right on him. Look.
Yeah.
Alrighty, this section is where I'm gonna set up shop for most of the day. Look, there's one right there, one right there. See if we can get dialed in on a couple spots. All right, this is where I want to be for a majority of the day. I'm going to start with a spoon and then switch over to the fly rod as the evening matures and we lose a little light, but let's get going with this. Well, on second thought, there's a bunch of them rising right in front of me, so I'm going to switch back over to the fly rod for a little bit. Come over to this side of the river and have the wind at my back. It's made a huge difference in casting. All right, back to the spoon. I really want to catch one and try to cook. So once I get one, I'm just gonna keep it and then I'll switch over to the fly rod and have fun with that for the rest of the day. But I feel more confident on getting one on the spinning rod. All right, I wasn't rolling when I got the hook set, but I'm on the spoon. Not a bad one. Nice. Yay, beautiful little brown. We're gonna send this guy home. He's a little bit small. Send him on back. The limit's 4, so I could do 2 small ones if I have to later, but I would like to get a couple fillets just to make cooking them easier. But that wasn't that small to keep. I'm just hammering these banks, casting it right up on shore and then bringing it back over them as I reel it in. And that's tends to be the ticket to success for me. 10 to 15 casts on one section of bank, walk another 20 feet down and do the same until you reach the end of your section of the river. They're just rising like crazy. I wish I was just a bit more confident with the fly rod and I would be using it like all day out here, but I don't know what it is. I'm just not fully there yet. Especially in the river, I'm not. Like up in the mountains on like alpine lakes, I'm fine. I'll use this all day and be just fine with it, but just I don't know what it is, something about the river. I'm just not fully there with it yet. And they're just rising like crazy. There's so many of them rising. Nice. No way. No way. He just came up and nailed it. He just came up and nailed it. Oh, that was sick. Yes. Yes. It did not take long. Well, he came up, nailed it, and then turned on it and got himself hooked in the back, but he's perfectly fine. He's still small, way too small to keep, so I'm going to send him back, but got one on the fly rod right after I was done talking about how bad I am with it. They're still rising like crazy over here. Alrighty, we caught 2 trout in that spot. Then it got real crowded and decided I'm going to move up just a little bit more. It's only 3. Still got some time. I'm going to move up here a bit and see what we can do. At this point in the day, I'll probably keep the next fish of any size. I really want to eat one. I got everything to cook it up, so unless it's super small, I'll probably strike on the opportunity to keep it. Well, it's like 4 o'clock now, and I'm kind of thinking I should have kept that first fish I caught. I just didn't want to have to deal with him all day and like carry him around with me. Well, I gotta move. There's nothing going on here. Spot is beat. Well, I'm kind of torn on what to do. I don't really want to go up any farther because it's already late in the day and I have a long hike back to the truck, but at the same time I don't want to go back downstream because there's a lot of people and I wasn't catching really much. So well, I think I'm just gonna sit here, take a little break, and then head back down. Obviously fish my way down and hopefully I can hook up with one, but until then I'm just gonna take a little break and enjoy the weather because it's nice. All right, I'm gonna go up just a little bit farther to this bend, fish for like 20, and then slowly work my way back. I really want to get one to keep. Like I said, I got everything to cook it up. I'm prepared to like start a fire and do the whole shebang with it, but the only thing I'm missing is the fish. Gotta go back to the spoon. I know they see this fly, they just don't want it. I'm watching them look at it. That is a bummer. There was a lot of fish right there. They just wanted nothing to do with the fly or the spoon. I'm on. I just moved like 10 feet down shore and I hooked one. Please be a brown. Cannot keep rainbows out of here. It's a brown. Yes. Oh man. Perfect eater size too. Let's go. That's dinner. And for a minute there I was thinking things were going bad. Oh, score. All right, perfect brown. Not huge, maybe 13 at most, but it'll get 2 fillets and yum. All right, I got a stick here. I'm just gonna take off all of these and use it as a stringer since I don't have one with me. Fish just chilling in the water. We're gonna just keep fishing for a little bit here, but work our way back relatively soon. Didn't even realize where I set my stuff down. There's just a spent shotgun shell. Huh. Well, I keep finding myself moving up more and more, and now I found this humongous hole. Like this whole section out here is just like a big lake almost. Yeah, I'm gonna get the spinning rod, come back over here. Figure if I have to cook in the dark, I have to cook in the dark. I'm not gonna turn down this super awesome looking spot. This water is moving so still. It really is just like a giant lake. You can see fish. This spot is sick. It's just like a giant like lake, really. I mean, it's just like, you could hardly even tell there's any current. All right, well, that gives me incentive to walk up here again next time. I've actually never come this far up this section of river before, so it was totally new to me. Terrible news, the fish got away while I was up there and I snapped off my only spoon. So now, lost the fish, snapped off my spoon. So now the only way to get one is gonna be on the fly. Ugh, man. I had a feeling that was a bad idea to leave him on the stick like that. And then literally on the last cast at the spot with the hole, I snapped off my only spoon. So now we are reliant on the fly. Alrighty, I'm gonna switch up to this smaller dry fly. See if. Oh, that totally sucks about losing that fish. Should have seen that coming without using the stringer. This is like the worst situation, having broken off the spinner. Now I'm fully reliant on the fly rod if I want to cook one of these guys out here. It's getting too late. Well, I'm heading back. It's now late, and the hole in my waders is only getting worse, and now I'm soaked. So, still got food to cook, but it's time to get out of here and get changed. Well, we're off the river, driving to go find a spot to cook. Obviously, we can't do a catch and cook because our fish got away, but still got some other stuff to make up. Just gonna cook real quick and get on home, but still got some sunlight. It's still quite nice outside. Alrighty, just pulled over. I forgot there was a campground here actually, so I just pulled over and grabbed this campsite. Gonna borrow its fire ring to cook a meal and get on out of here. Alrighty, we got the fire going over there. Just chopping up some onions, tomatoes, jalapenos, got a lemon. This was all supposed to be for the fish, but I actually have some ground beef I brought as well, so we're okay in that regard. Got some blackening seasoning, again for the fish, but it'll be fine in the ground beef. Some salsa, and that's about it. We got some tortillas here, but almost forgot I brought some rice as well. It's like a Spanish rice mixture I bought from the store. Cook that in the pan as soon as I can. Well, I have the rice here and ready to go. I just have no idea how much water. I didn't bring anything to measure, and I have no idea how much rice this is, so we're just gonna kind of eyeball it and hope it turns out all right. Alrighty, got the rice on, covered it up with a piece of the aluminum foil. Gonna wait for it to boil, and then we'll try to find a spot for it to simmer. Well, while the rice cooks, I figure I might as well check out this side of the river. Got a nice boat launch and a dock. Check this out. Sweet. Alrighty, it's starting to bubble. It's got a really weird color to it. I just got a bunch of ground beef on here. We're just gonna hit it with some of this blackening seasoning, get it all mixed up. Hit it with a bunch of this. Cooking along nicely now. The rice actually looks great. Kind of was thinking I was either gonna burn it or flood it and it would never cook, but actually looks pretty good. All right, last thing I'm gonna do is just plop a couple tortillas down, crisp them up a little bit, and we'll dig in. Probably as simple as it gets, but still good. Just ground beef, Spanish rice, and some toppings in a tortilla, but wish I was camping. This is such a nice spot. Alrighty, we're all packed up and ready to go. I'm just hanging out, waiting for the fire to go out. It was a good day overall. I'm bummed about the trout that got away, but oh well. Still good to just get out, cook over the fire. Really surprised how slow of a day it was out here. That's twice now that we've come out, or I've come out, that it just has not been up to par. Last couple of years it's just been really good, you know, all times a year, especially now. And I don't know, I felt like we should have done better today. Granted, I should have switched up more. I really just threw that elk hair caddis like all day on the fly rod, and I only had the one spoon with me. But probably should have mixed it up more, yes, but still, I don't know. I feel like we always do much better here. Something else that definitely plays a factor in this is this spot is getting a lot more crowded than it ever used to be. Just in the last few years, I've just seen more people every time I'm out here doing whatever. Most of them fishing, some just hanging out, but there's a lot of people out here today, especially for, I mean, I know, Easter Sunday, maybe people want to fish, maybe people don't, I don't know. Just dumped all the water from the cooler onto the fire. It's all put out, and so are we. We're done. That's all she wrote for today.